Et salut tout le monde, c'est Damoclès, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve aujourd'hui dans un nouvel épisode de Genshin Impact. On se retrouve dans le rêve collectif des habitants de Sumeru. Du coup, on a vu le rêve de la fille qui voulait revoir ses potes qui était mort malheureusement dans un naufrage de navire. On a revu le gars qui était en haut de la falaise qui revoyait sa femme. Et là, on essaie de trouver du coup, d'aller de plus en plus profondément dans le rêve pour essayer de trouver qui en est à l'origine. Qui serait a priori en lien avec la Kasha, comme j'avais soupçonné au bout d'un moment. Je rappelle juste que cet épisode est enregistré sur Twitch, évidemment, donc n'hésitez pas à nous rejoindre grâce au lien en description de vidéo. Pareil sur le serveur Discord, hein, si vous voulez discuter avec nous, regarder des animés ou autre. Et pareil, n'hésitez pas à liker, partager, commenter, vous abonner, activer la cloche. Si ça vous plaît, ça fait plaisir, ça motive, ça encourage, et en plus vous, ça vous permet d'être notifié des nouvelles sorties de vidéos. Sur ce, on y va. Alors du coup on a une deuxième graine ici. Et du coup on va pouvoir ouvrir la porte. Et j'imagine qu'on aura une dernière porte avec 3 graines. Peut-être. Et là on va arriver dans le dernier rêve, je pense. On est de retour à la ville de Sumeru.
It's just new to Paimon in this dream. This should be the final destination. Huh? Really?
C'est un peu plus ordinaire que prévu.
Yeah, these are just ordinary city streets. I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell who's dreaming and who's created by dreams. I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be able to come here. There are so many people here. How can we find the host? Don't worry, I have a way.
Là faut utiliser l'omniscience des plans, non?
Everyone hold hands.
Anissa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
He's just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him.
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion.
No, it doesn't seem to be her. I see everything!
Sometimes I wish Rakesh could be more assertive, but I guess I'm also happy enough with the way
C'est
things
elle.
are.
No, it's not her, unfortunately.
Non.
Hey,
Ah bah ça Aida à tous les
Who
coups.
doesn't want a dream to last forever?
he's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him. However...
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
Non.
he's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him. However...
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
he's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him.
Oups.
However...
Ah bah Aida va mourir dans le rêve. La personne ici peut-être.
Hey!
Some,
Ah, c'était elle.
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them. And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard you play.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days.
La couronne en laurier de Jules César.
Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, welcome, great Dendro Archon. And your companions, too. Welcome. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantries.
Ah,
Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected of the Dendro Archon. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro Archon's attention. Why don't you go back to the flower shop? I'll come help you a little later.
Okay, of course, dear. I'll see you later.
It appears that I was too naive to think I could deceive the Dendro Archon in person like this. To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create imaginary people who no longer exist in the real world. As for you, you found a unique way to become the owner of this dream, going so far as to have even given up the ability to wake up again. Given up the ability to wake up?
Impressive! You truly are the embodiment of wisdom. Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are created here. Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't sense your dream. How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking up. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. I have to admit, it really doesn't get much better than that. But even knowing all of that, one question remains. How did you do it?
Isn't the answer right in front of you, great Dendro Archon? It's because I've dedicated my entire reality to this dream. I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running.
d'accord, ok. Toute votre conscience? C'est de la folie.
Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha or a collective dream.
No. You were motivated above all to create a hyper-realistic person. The desire to reconnect with a real loved one is the one shared sentiment between all our dreamers.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha has a jnana energy supply powerful enough for me to generate and sustain my models. The Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even notice. And even this minuscule amount of energy was already more than enough for my purposes. Even using just crude methods, I was still able to train a fairly realistic person. I named my first work Amira.
Ah, une femme.
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into each other 6 times on just that first day. And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied, conducted research, and made breakthroughs together.
Le mec il se sentait tellement seul dans sa vie qu'il a été obligé de créer une femme dans un rêve, quoi.
Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were 2 separate bodies that shared the same heart. However, Elizabeth took her from me.
Ah d'accord, ok. Vous avez donc rassemblé des personnes dans une situation similaire.
Yes, I need more training samples to perfect Amira's personality. I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health disorders, I implanted signaling devices in their bodies. This way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. Little by little, they helped her to grow and develop a warm, human personality. To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousness as well, and became a part of the network.
Je pense qu'il a fait quand même.
So, technically speaking, it's not that you won't wake up, it's that you can't wake up.
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation, I realized that I could restart this world as long as I could find a replacement source of jnana energy.
That means everyone in the network is providing you with jnana energy!
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the dream. They can wake up any time they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not have some beautiful dreams while they rest?
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family. I don't want them to be sad.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon, I hope you can understand.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing here.
Uh-oh, now he's playing dirty!
Il les influence avec les paroles des personnes imaginaires qu'il a créées. Les rêveurs sont retournés contre nous.
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so wrong about that? If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
Oh, c'est un peu un bâtard quand même de dire ça. Elle n'est pas indifférente. Vous ne la connaissez pas du tout.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the Academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing none. You equated people's feelings with cold jnana energy and deprived them of the pain that they have to face. You lured them into these dreams, and even now, remain completely unaware of how evil all of this truly is.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on the Sept network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your
Donc
steps.
c'est pas sa vraie fille.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already there waiting for me, and Haidar was able to see her mother. You mean she isn't actually the real Haidar?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream. The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the real Haidar?
She's still out there on the mountainside.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is very dangerous.
If Haidar's still out there, then...
talking about, Dad? I don't understand.
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
Oh.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of an instinct to protect themselves. This is human nature, but it is also one of their weaknesses. However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward even when they know the path ahead is dangerous and painful? It's because people don't only live for themselves. They have families, loved ones, friends, and communities. They have dreams that they are still trying to achieve. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. This entire world has been built on the foundation of buried and unseen pain. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created such a flawed world where countless tragedies took place. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation, but unfortunately it means nothing now. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back.
Jintan, Damo qui veut pas faire des streams multi. Si, c'est juste que j'enregistre une quête et de toute façon Roxas il est encore sur Kingdom Hearts pour l'instant.
Humans aren't as strong as you think, and even if you're a god, they won't always listen to you. It's time to purge all the extraneous data and noise.
Il est plus sur Kingdom Hearts? Bah, de toute façon, je vais bientôt avoir fini la quête. Oula, cinématique. Ah!
Monsters, be careful!
Super.
All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, they'll wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain. If you know what's good for you, leave now!
Solidify!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
I see everything. Make yourselves
De
at
toute façon, il faut encore que je mange Jintan, donc je pense qu'on mettra un peu d'Overlord, mais après, t'inquiète, on ira faire du multi.
You haven't won just yet. This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? The stream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
Ah, super.
Oh no. Amira! Amira! Amira!
Et là, il va se transformer en monstre aussi.
Amira, are you alright?
Il va se faire buter.
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Oula. Il est mort le gars.
From there. Don't ruin my flowers.
What should I do? Where did it go?
He left because he doesn't want you anymore.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
This is order.
Things are about to get dicey.
Du coup, c'était pas du tout lié au Fakui en fait. Ça avait rien à voir avec le Fakui.
Just decide for yourself.
Who am I? I'm...
Glad that's over. What happened just now? He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of Jnana energy creating monsters. Now the system is out of control. All the people he created also turned into monsters, including Amira. It's terrible, even for a dream. Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what they're going through.
Quel horrible cauchemar.
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them return to their real lives.
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big dream after all. I couldn't change my fate, and my knowledge turned out to be useless. What a cruel world.
Do you still think this is our fault?
I don't care about that anymore. The Jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust than to ever wake up again.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
J'ai envie de dire qu'il l'a bien cherché, mais c'est quand même très triste.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the unreal, it's time to revisit the meaning of existence.
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up everything outside of my consciousness.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The Academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake up soon.
No need. Just let me disappear. Reality means nothing to me now.
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply disappearing. As for your life after that, it'll be up to you how you want to exist. Alright, Traveler and Paimon, we should go back. We can finally wrap up this whole thing.
Qu'est-ce que c'était que ça?
What's wrong, Nahida? Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake up.
Oh, great! You're awake! Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar reports from around the city as well. From the looks of it, you were able to successfully resolve the issue.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of effort. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the Academia with them now, but we'll be back soon.
Ok.
Are we going to
Rêve
ask
d'adieu,
about
expliquer la
next
situation.
Yes.
Remettez le
But it
conteneur
will
de
take some time
la
for him to wake
conscience
up
de
after his
Moïse à
consciousness
l'académie.
returns to his body.
Et du coup là c'est la quête qui... Ouais, ça signe la fin de la quête, ok. On va là à l'académie du coup.
Oui.
Ok. J'ai enfin une Atlan Fax. Ah, nice. Nous on a juste fait une petite ellipse YouTube, enfin oui YouTube parce que je commandais ma bouffe évidemment. C'est juste pour ça. Du coup remettez le conteneur de la conscience, donc on va devoir aller arrêter toute cette merde. Je pense que c'est la meilleure quête d'Archon actuellement.
It's the great
Possible.
Archon. How can I help you?
Mais dis-toi que plus ça va aller, plus ça va s'accélérer, Fax. Snaznaya, ça va être le feu.
I would like to check the registration records of a Kashara War scholar. He should be in an unconscious state right now.
Okay, just a moment.
toute façon, chaque quête d'histoire est meilleure que la
Sorry
précédente.
to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Bainuni who's been unconscious for a while. The cause was improper operation of the Akasha.
Bainumi.
He hasn't regained consciousness yet, and is still receiving treatment at Bimarstan.
Huh? Isn't his name Moses? I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra and ask them to import it into Bainuni's brain.
Understood. But for safety reasons, I need to know why.
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a dream. He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru. After he wakes up, I'll inform the General Mahamatra of all the details.
I see. I'll take care of this right away. Thank you, Great Dendro Archon.
No problem. Alright. Everyone should have gathered at the Moment of Dreams by now. Let's head back.
On va peut-être avoir le temps de commencer l'acte 2 de la quête. On fera pas l'acte 2 aujourd'hui, Twitch, on fera l'acte 2 demain, et du coup on ira à Sumeru demain. Enfin, au désert de Sumeru demain. On aura au moins le temps de faire ça. De toute façon, demain je publie juste des vidéos jusqu'à 13h, 14h, donc voilà.
I wonder what she's going to say. Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize for that. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us to remain resolute in the face of adversity and help those with aspirations achieve their desires. But dreams also have the potential to exploit people, confuse the senses, and distort the truth. Unfortunately, you were all chosen as prey for an elaborate scheme. As I've said before, I am still learning, and cannot fully empathize with the pain of all the loss you've experienced. But just take a good look around you, and you'll see many other people who have had similar experiences. You should be proud that you've been able to gather here and look toward the future together. The path of life is long, and it's hard for us to see the destination. This leads us to ask a lot of difficult questions. What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of my existence? Why do I keep experiencing pain and loss? Of course, the most comfortable choice is to stop progressing, give up thinking, and just keep repeating whatever you're already familiar with. Whenever you have such thoughts, just look at the people and things around you. Some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot meal on the table at night. Some people travel all over the world in order to create art that resonates with all of Teyvat. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rapidly approaching, yet still unknown, world-shattering catastrophes. Life is not just about yourself. Each and every one of your actions shapes you and the world around you. Look, friends and family will remember what you've done, and even some people you've never met may benefit from your actions. Therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new paths, even if they have to endure great pain to do so. Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, you'll come to know the answers to those big existential questions, yet they will no longer feel as life-defining as they did before. But if you were to believe that life is nothing but an empty, ephemeral dream, then that's also the only thing it will ever become. You are free to choose how you want to live your lives, but as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace a beautiful dream at the cost of your real life. Nahida said she wanted to speak with us alone.
Nahida, elle est...
She went to the plaza in front of the academia.
On va se téléporter, ce sera plus simple. Du coup, je pense que l'acte 2 ne tournera pas autour des rêves, je pense.
Amazing, Nihira! Even Paimon was nearly won over by that scholar in that dream. Well, he's very good at manipulating the weaknesses of human nature, but perhaps he himself had fallen prisoner to them long ago. That dream was incredibly beautiful and enticing. Ordinary people couldn't see through it and easily lost themselves within it. But as long as you can still wake up, you can still move forward with your life.
Vous avez beaucoup appris.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Vous avez de l'empathie pour les autres maintenant.
Right! You said that you didn't understand human feelings, but we saw how considerate you were with all these people. Your speech just now really connected with everyone. You did a good job! Thank you. I've heard a lot of sad stories along this journey, and several of them have touched my heart. You can't say that the victims of the dream really did anything wrong, and what they wanted was also not unreasonable. That's why I could understand them when they tried to resist us and protect the dream. But all of my understanding and stirred feelings probably can't even account for even 1% of the pain they've experienced. I don't think this 1% can be seen as an example of what you call empathy. You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Personne n'a une empathie absolue. Et il y a plus confiance en vous.
Alright. I suppose going out into the world will help my confidence grow. I've learned that emotions are nothing like knowledge, and that's why it's hard for me to put them into words sometimes. Beinuni, or Moses, said that I had never personally felt the pain of loss. But I have a vague feeling that this isn't true.
Bah, c'est peut-être temps de lui dire que la maladie Devata existait, non?
The moment I entered the dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a blanket of warm feelings. It was so warm that it felt like I had returned to the start of my life, and I didn't want to wake up anymore.
A-t-elle vu quelque chose?
But when I opened my eyes, the feeling was gone without a trace. If I have to make an analogy for it, I would say I can no longer see words on a piece of paper after they have been erased, but I can still see the slight indentations of where the words had been written. But now that I've experienced this dream, I think I can say with confidence that I won't dwell too much on the meaning of that warmth. It's enough that I can tell I was once supported by that warmth, and its existence has allowed me to get to where I am today. If I dwell too much on its exact nature, I would be putting the cart before the horse. I gave a speech to inspire my people, so if I were to fail to live up to those words myself, then that would be too embarrassing.
Je pense que c'est à l'acte 2 qu'on va lui apprendre la vérité. La maladie Devata a créé Naïda avec ses actions. Bien que le monde l'ait oublié, les pensées et la volonté de Naïda sont les preuves de son existence. Je dois respecter leurs décisions plutôt que de vouloir dire la vérité.
Hey, what's with that
Ah.
serious look? You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell me?
J'ai oublié.
Okay. Since we just woke up, let's stretch a little bit.
Ouais, donc il dira pas la vérité.
A new day is about to begin.
Chaleur, persistance, acte 1 terminé, ok. En vrai, alors on a 60 primogèmes, donc déjà ce qu'on va pouvoir faire, bah rien, parce qu'on a que 80 primogèmes, donc on peut rien acheter. Par contre, un truc qu'on pourrait faire, bah déjà c'est... Hop, on déverrouille l'acte 2, retour à la maison. Et juste avant de faire ça, il nous reste environ une dizaine de minutes, on va pouvoir la commencer. Mais j'aimerais juste voir si on peut... On peut la monter niveau 85. Et pour l'instant, Citlali, de toute façon, on peut rien faire avec. Citlali, on peut rien faire avec. Après la question c'est est-ce que j'économise des livres pour Furina, mais Furina elle arrive dans 50 jours donc on a largement le temps. Donc on va essayer de mettre ma wiki à niveau 90. Déjà niveau 88 c'est quand même pas mal. Et du coup elle passe à combien d'attaques? Elle passe à 2012 d'attaque. Enfin 2012 ça date. Ok, du coup on va pouvoir lancer du coup l'acte 2. Tac. Comme ça bah, on finira cette quête là demain. Et après go, go le désert de Sumeru quoi. Pour aider Davidia Sumeru, rendez-vous à l'entrée de la ville de Sumeru. Un jour Paimon et vous rencontrez un visage familier et amical aux portes de la cité. Et là imagine c'est nomade. En vrai nomade a pas de quête et 105 étoiles. Hein. C'est vrai que nomade a pas de quête et 105 étoiles, mais je crois que sa quête elle était considérée comme l'acte comme l'intermède en fait. Peut-être. Ou pas.
Hey, isn't that Nahida?
Oh, c'est juste une idée en fait.
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
Ah, c'est vrai que ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas vu. C'est pas comme si t'étais dans ma team et comme si on t'avait vu il y a même pas 2 minutes. Ça va comme toujours, on part à l'aventure. Et on aide des personnes de tout horizon. On mine, on pêche, on joue aux cartes, on attrape des pavillons cristallins.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul.
Ah.
I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember what it is.
Donc ça va quand même tourner autour de la Molrani, je pense.
What is that?
Ça doit être l'œuvre de Lirmin Soul.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Pouvez-vous nous en dire plus? Peut-être qu'on pourra vous aider.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power. I found it in the sanctuary of Sir Stana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever.
On dirait à moitié la branche à partir de laquelle elle a été créée, Naïda.
It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different.
Pauvre Naïda a recréé la Molrani sans le vouloir.
It's very
Non, je
likely
pense
that
pas.
it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
C'est sûrement quelque chose laissé par la Molrani au Kadevata. Mais pourquoi ce souvenir manque-t-il de clarté?
Traveler, do you have any ideas?
Je ne sais pas non plus, mais c'est préoccupant.
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Voilà.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but...
Il n'y a pas de mal à jeter un œil.
That's true. Okay, let's go take a look. Alright, lead the way, little fungus. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while other creatures are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well.
On va pas pouvoir
After
avancer
all,
très très loin. Je
they
surveille
can't
quand même l'heure en
distinguish
même
which
temps.
human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather
7
than
minutes.
waiting.
Ça va, j'aurai largement le temps de terminer.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions.
C'est ici, non?
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member. Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Huh? An elemental life form? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
Là, ça veut dire que cet être vivant a seulement l'apparence d'un fungus?
Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away. My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro.
What?
Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh,
What the fuck?
I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
Tu n'as pas de raison de douter de toi comme ça.
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak.
Putain, il y a enfin une entité élémentaire qui se questionne sur la raison de l'existence de Paimon et sur le fait qu'elle soit unique. Merci.
Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon. You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. The This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
C'est des tris comme dans Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever.
Canaria.
A horrifying power
C'est
consumed
Canaria.
all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control.
Ouais, c'est une bestiole qui est issue de Canaria.
We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet, in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my
Donc c'est pas
homeland.
Canaria.
We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse.
Quoique.
We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
La connaissance interdite?
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It's said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara.
Ah, les fameux Aranara
As for the
qu'on a tous
city,
trouvés.
there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help. Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Retour à la maison, du coup. C'est littéralement Fungus, téléphone maison. On verra ça du coup dans le prochain épisode, les gens là en bas. Du coup, ça aura fait un épisode un petit peu plus long de 52 minutes, mais c'est pas bien grave. En tout cas, c'est assez intéressant. Donc peut-être qu'on devra aller dans le désert, hein, peut-être une nouvelle zone qu'on n'a pas explorée, je ne sais pas. On verra bien. En tout cas, j'espère que l'épisode vous aura plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à liker, partager, à commenter, à vous abonner, à activer la cloche. N'hésitez pas à nous rejoindre sur Twitch et également sur le serveur Discord, soit pour le suivre l'aventure en direct, soit pour venir discuter avec nous ou faire du multi. D'ailleurs, moi j'allais squatter la VOC, le Roxas et Jinjan sont en train de faire du Minecraft. Et ouais, n'hésitez pas non plus à liker, à partager, à commenter si ça vous a plu, hein. Activez la cloche pour rien manquer des nouvelles vidéos. Parce que le nouvel épisode qui sort demain du coup à 16h30 comme d'habitude, depuis... ça fera très très longtemps que ce sera le cas, ça fera plus d'un an. Parce que là on est à l'épisode 463 ou 464, donc c'est énorme. Enfin voilà. Du coup je vous remercie d'avoir regardé et je vous dis à bientôt pour la suite. C'était Moclès et salut salut.